going to start off by saying to be a car enthusiast, you have to have a lot of patience, time, knowledge, to be hands-on, and let's be honest here, money. We've always seen Coyote builds and car shows and dreamed of the day that we could have our own. And when that pallet showed up, it was game on. We sorta knew what we were getting into, so we pushed through and did our research. Before we knew it, the Coyote was mounted. This was really exciting to us and gave us the ambition to complete the build once and for all. We took it for a test drive, but that's where the bad news comes in and the transmission screwed up. So back to the drawing board, and I'm going to let Sean explain in more detail what's happening, especially to some of our other builds as well.
So I don't know how well you can actually hear me, but you can hear it. And so here's an update on a lot of our items. So here's the wagon. Y'all all remember the wagon. This is gonna be a very depressing video. So all of you guys know, all 1,500 of you guys or so.
Well, actually, there's one good thing, which is right there, but we'll get to that later.
Which is in the car. It's been waiting for days.
Yeah, it's been waiting
for like a month.
Yeah.
So anyway, Coyote wagon. We hustled. I'm talking. We pounded this thing out in the month of July. Like we were working on it pretty religiously for quite some time. You can hear it. It runs phenomenally. The intake, it's all carbon fiber now. Everything is fantastic. Even our hook pins are beautiful. Like, it was ready. We went on our first test drive last weekend, and we did take video of it. And I don't know how much you'll see, but you'll see. So we went on our first test drive, and alas, it didn't go well at all. So the transmission, right when we were taking off, did not feel right. It was missing gears. Everything was just not good at all. So we were heading down the road, missed first and second. They were being weird. And then third gear was actually pretty good, which is understandable because the fluid was getting up, getting in the torque converter where it wasn't for a while, getting in the cooler, everything was going on. And then we tried to go to fourth. Now that was it. Like, we went into fourth gear, at least tried, and it freaking acted like it was in neutral. She sprung all the way to $5,000. So at that point, we were on Palm Beach Tune. Shout out to them. They've been really awesome to us. And we were like, doggone it. So we pulled over right away. I knew something was wrong. And then we went ahead and parked it and kind of downloaded it back to stock. Got back out on the road, and it was better, don't get me wrong, but it was no fourth gear again. It shifted first, second, third really well, and it even got into fifth because we were going that quick to try to make it shift into fourth. So it skipped, and then it went into limp mode. So then fast forward a little bit more, I call around, I get a Ford Master Tech's opinion, and he comes out and says to me that the direct drive in the transmission's blown out. Yeah, so it really sucks. I contacted the parts farm, which, again, a huge shout out to them because they've been really awesome. He's standing behind his product, which is, where we got the engine and transmission. He's standing behind it, and he's got one lined up for us to go pick up here in the coming couple weeks or month, whatever. It's just kind of whatever coincides on our schedules. So that's been really cool dealing with everybody involved. It's all been phenomenal. It's just kind of a letdown. Right now, the car show we wanted to get to, Ice Cream Cruise, it's just local to us in Omaha. It's going on right now, and obviously we're not there with it. So it was a really depressing kind of weekend figuring out that this poor thing was not going to make it. And it, as you can hear, it just runs so phenomenally. So that's the bad news with it, but the good news is that everybody is staying behind their word, and we've been treated really well. And we will have a transmission for it by, let's say, the end of next month. We don't know if it'll be in it, but we'll see.
And hopefully we can go to Cruise to the Woods with it.
Hopefully we can make the Cruise to the Woods.
Be sweet.
Yeah. And yeah, no, I am full confident that if we get time, we'll be at Cruise the Woods with it. I know none of you guys will probably be there. The local guys will, but you'll see the video of it, which is going to be awesome. And we'll have a lot more videos of it coming soon. So, especially if it's running this well. This is the best it's idle.
Yeah, Revision 3 from Palm Beach is actually really good.
Yeah.
So they're understanding it more and sending us back and forth revisions.
Yeah. And it's got, dude, like I said, like idling right now, it's so even. It sounds like a Coyote idle, like stock idle. It's on 91 tune, so.
But when you rev it up, it sounds, you know, old school, like you said.
It sounds very healthy. So.
No, the exhaust I'm talking about. It's
no, I know.
a custom one you made.
Yeah, our custom exhaust, which is in our video, which I don't know what we're gonna do with all that footage.
I'll shove it in here.
Shove it in there.
Right now.
Like, yeah, we did so much work on this. Like the console, I don't know if that's been in the video yet. Like the seats, we put weeks and weeks and weeks of work into this thing, and not like
Just-
even the guys that did the powder coating. Like
Yeah.
Phoenix over in Nevada, he just went to town like in a day. Like everybody was super awesome. So it's just it ends up bad luck, and bad luck always seems to find us more than anybody else. But that's fine.
That's fine.
We'll overcome it. Oh, you can hear the intake opening. I
Really?
haven't heard that yet.
I haven't.
Ready?
Oh, yeah. Nice.
That's the best this throttle's ever felt and the whole car's felt, which is exciting because if we slap that new transmission in, we'll be,
Oh, we'll be golden.
if it's running this good, we'll be
Yeah.
golden gold. This is awesome. So,
I'm pretty sure they'll get us even more revisions too. We'll
Oh, yeah.
just smooth
we
everything
got the
out.
Boss Manny to stick out the hood.
Oh yeah, we do. That's gonna be
That's gonna be freaking
sweet.
awesome. This thing's gonna be really sick. I hope everybody. Well, this series on the channel needs a heck of a lot more views because this was a lot of work for everybody involved, and it's pretty freaking awesome. We'll get more views. We'll get more views. That's enough for the wagon. So this is basically another not really sad story, but I mean it's sad that it's leaving because all you Chevy guys are gonna cry. But that's why we have a Camaro on the channel and a 47. So our 1968 Chevelle will be leaving us probably this week, which is kind of sad because it's I don't know, it's a fun driving car. Everybody enjoys driving. It's a 4-speed. It's fantastic. It's a lot of fun. We had fun with it. I shoved it back together a little bit better than it was when we had it in our videos. But a gentleman from North Carolina or South Carolina, one of the two, is actually coming up to fly in, actually, to look at it, and supposedly has a transport truck lined up and everything. I hate to give it up, but we got some unfortunate events happening, and we kind of want to have a little bit extra cash flow. I know the owner of the Chevelle Pile watched this video, and to him I say, I'm sorry we're selling it. I know we said we weren't going to, but as you know, things happen, and life happens, and we can't. Sometimes we just can't keep every single project that comes into our door. But yeah, if you haven't watched the video on this car, what we did with it, we ended up trading traded our Thunderbird for it when this thing was like completely apart. I mean, it still had the engine in it and everything, but like I changed all the rest of the body mounts that weren't changed out. We threw this whole front end together. I wired it when I had my wisdom teeth out. We've put a lot of work into this car. I mean, probably a couple of days, a lot of hours. So it needs to go to a good person that will appreciate it for being a Chevelle, not someone that would rather drive a Corvair. But yeah, that's kind of sad. It's leaving our channel, but it's going to someone that he says it's his dream car. You know, I appreciate it's going to someone that is going to care for way more than us, and that's actually going to get some tender loving care out of it rather than us, because who knows what would happen if we kept it. So we'll see. You never know how things go when you sell items, because sometimes people decide different things, which is understandable. So yeah, that's kind of a sad story, but just everybody needs to be happy for someone's getting their dream car out of this, hopefully. So That's all we care about. As long as someone's happy and doing what they want to do, we're good. So we'll say goodbye to the Chevelle, but who knows what will come to our channel other than a new transmission. We'll see you at my shop. Welcome to the shop at my house. So don't look at the house, it's getting remodeled right now. So anyway, here's what's happening. You guys all know and love this truck if you're watching the channel. It's the Univic. It's a full Crown Victoria underneath with basically a 1963, 61 unibody crammed right on top. I'm talking everything. So if you haven't seen those series, check that series out. It's sweet. Why hasn't this appeared in any video whatsoever? Well, so I was driving it that was about a month ago now. Driving it a month ago and driving it down the road and not even hustling at all. And all of a sudden, I heard a pull. Something blew out and I'm just like, what the heck is going on here? And the most typical thing for 4.6 two valves happened. And that is for the spark plug to blow right out of the head. And I wasn't lucky enough, like a lot of other guys. Sometimes they'll get lucky and the threads won't come with them, or not all the threads will come with them. All my threads came out of my head. And that didn't only happen to one cylinder, but two. So I did shove the other one kind of back in. It won't last long. It doesn't have that many threads left either. But so we got one port completely wide open. So she's basically, that 4.6 in my eyes is toast. Yes, we could have it re-helicoiled and stuff like that, but what was it really worth for 172,000 mile we're gonna put nitrous through to blow up anyway? So, the cat's out of the bag. Yeah, we were gonna put nitrous on it, but alas. Sad situation, it happens though. So, what are we gonna do with it? Now, I think we might ask on our Instagram, if anybody answers what we should do with it. We might ask a couple other sources and see what people have to say about it. Hey, if you're watching this and you like the Univic and have an opinion on it, tell us what we should swap into this vehicle. But if you don't have an opinion and nobody else gives me an opinion, we're either going to do a Godzilla, because if you guys are into cars at all, you know what a 7.3 Godzilla is, the newer Ford engine. We're either going to do that, or we are going to do a Coyote. Since we just got done with the Coyote and we've kind of figured out the ins and outs of the swap, it's really not too treacherous after you figure everything out. So that wouldn't be too hard to throw in here. We've got plenty of room. The frame rails are massive. There's not much left of the inner fenders, so that won't get in our way. So basically, we could put any engine we so desire in this vehicle. So if you guys have a comment on what we should do, let us know. But this is our other sad news. So that's 3 sad things in a row. So the good part about all this is we have one happy thing. You'll see, revealed here soon, very soon, actually, probably the next video on the channel. So if you're tuning in for the first time and you kind of like old junk projects and enjoy watching two younger guys go to town and not know what they're doing sometimes, like, subscribe, hit us up, do something, be involved.